What up, everybody? Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games, back with another episode of Teardown. If you didn't catch yesterday's episode, not a problem. This is very much a series that you don't necessarily need to have caught the episode before to figure out what's going on. You can see here that at the end of our last episode, I actually forgot to come back to the office, but we did unlock just now the rank of Guru. So we are at a score of 165. You can see here that we got another cash drop. We got $3,000 this time. So last time we only got 2,000. It must scale with every rank up, which is very cool. You can see our next rank is at 180. So after 140, it's every 20 score you get a rank as opposed to every 10 before. But again, with that though, we did pick up a nice little cash bonus here, so we can look at what tools now that we have to continue upgrading. Nitroglycerin, again, we have a lot of different things on hand now that can do quite a bit of damage, so I'm not too worried about completely pumping that out until we look at some of these other things here. Actually, you know what? Like, even in terms of tools and stuff, we've almost upgraded everything completely for the most part now. I might look at doing cables just on the odd chance that we might need to spend or we might need to use these a little bit more. The stretch is really what kind of trips me out about these, is because I don't really know. Like, you would figure if we upgrade stretch that it makes them even more elastic, and I feel like that's why I'm having a hard time with them in the first place, is that they're never really all that tight. So I don't really know. Like, I tend to not use cables a whole lot, and I'm fine with that. We've gotten this far without them. But we'll see. I think really what we're going to do is maybe just do our boosters first, our rocket boosters, and completely upgrade these. Now, we haven't tried these yet. We did use our vehicle thrusters. Those are super helpful. Obviously, Blue Tide at the end of last episode helped our, foot speed. So anything that's going to help with that respect, but again, not really sure how the rocket boosters work. Boosters can be attached to any object and ignited for propulsion, so that's super cool, but I have yet to run into anything where we actually need to use those. But on the odd chance that we do anytime soon, let's just go ahead and while we have the money, you can see that that basically spent our 3,000 there. Actually, I guess it would have completely and cleanly, but we have our rocket boosters completely upgraded now, so that's super helpful. So you can see a lot of our later tools, our more expensive tools to upgrade, we have completely upgraded here. There are still a couple left that we don't have done. I think maybe with this remaining money, maybe I'll put money or put some stuff into stretch. How much you can stretch a cable when placing it? Yeah, that doesn't really help me. I definitely needed something that's going to make it more tight, because I mean, we've had instances with these cables and like our objects are just going all over the place. Maybe I'm just not placing them right, but either way, though. Okay, so now that all that's aside, we have another mission here for the police department. Paris Terdeman, as always. Last piece. So the barrels from your trip arrived. We have almost everything we need to file a case against Evertides, but there's one piece still missing. To secure evidence for a connection to the drug lab in Muratori, we need to download their communication data. It's transmitted from the mall but encrypted through multiple antennas, so we need free line of sight to the van and all antennas within range to get simultaneous coverage. Could you find a way to get good coverage with the surveillance van? So it sounds like we're coming very close to the end of the second part of this campaign, which I think would mean the campaign in general. Not 100% sure exactly how long this goes. Maybe there's more parts to this, not quite sure, but the objectives here does not sound like anything that we've done before, so always very exciting when we have something like that happen. The mission here is called Connecting the Dots, so let's hop into it. We're going back to Evertides Mall again, so very interesting to spend a lot of time here. Even though it was the first part, or the first map in the very beginning of the game that we spent time on, it took us a long time to actually make our way back. But you can see we've spent a little bit of time now, more so in the second half of the campaign. We spent quite a bit more time here now. So a 5 objective mission, one of the smaller ones that we've done, but they've definitely been decreasing. Like, we were doing, 6, 7, 8 objectives at a time in some of these missions. I want to say maybe even a 9, but I don't really remember. But we're going to have 3 primary targets here with an additional 2 secondary. Again, with this, our whole objective, for us personal objectives anyways, is to clear all, we're just going to clear the board. So we're going to set up an all objectives cleared little walkthrough or setup here for you. Download communication data by simultaneously connecting multiple transition antennas to surveillance van. Make sure each antenna is within range and has a free line of sight. So not sure at all in terms of what alarms we're going to be facing, if any. Let's quickly pop in and see. Okay, so we do have wired alarm boxes and fire alarm. So we have the surveillance vans here. We have escape vehicles. Okay. Breaking an alarm box or wire triggers the alarm. Okay, I cannot comprehend how this is going to work, so this will be interesting. We have the antenna van. Make sure each antenna is within range and has free line of sight. But I don't really know what this has anything to do with breaking wire boxes. Oh. Okay, so that's nice. As long as we don't sever the connection. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This is wood or metal? Because if it's wood, I don't know if we can really move it. If it's metal, we could likely use this crane. Maybe we can move this. I'm not sure if we're going to need to, but maybe we can. Okay, I gotta remember how this thing works. Again, we need to make sure that we're not moving this stuff too much, because we don't want the wire to break. Now, I don't know if this is metal, as I said. Okay. So we can move this. That's fine. I'm not going to move it yet because I'm not exactly sure where we're going to need to have everything. So basically, I get the whole idea is that we need to have all of these antennas within range of the van. So at this point, I don't know if it makes sense to move the van into the middle of the parking lot. But let's try that. And then just see. Okay, so already from here, we have two. It's actually got quite a path. So I don't know. This one, obviously, I don't think we can move. It's cemented in concrete here. This one we're not going to be able to move either, because it's kind of just clamped onto the side of the building. Where is our other one? So we have those two. We want the back. So it looks like that one that's on top of the trailer there, we will need to move. This one. Okay. So I'm assuming we're going to need to park the van in and around somewhere here. That should probably hit at least these 3 towers, but then I don't know. I guess we could we might have to have the van in the mall. That's my other thinking now. So let's try that. Because then if all we need to do is open up a line of sight for these towers, then it might be okay. But that's my thinking now. That we need to get the van inside the mall. That'd be really cool. I don't know if our leaf blower is going to be able to blow out these. Wasn't sure because it's obviously like slabs of concrete. If it was going to work that well, but did pretty well for us. Saves us a little bit of effort here. We just want a nice, clear path for the van to come in, because obviously it's going to be important that we're able to keep that alive. I can't imagine that it would ever get so damaged, but the biggest thing is we just don't want to get it stuck, so... Not really worried about the damage, but I do want to make sure that we are able to get this thing where we need to put it. Definitely a different style mission than anything that we've done in this game yet. So that's one thing that I will say for Chapter 2 is that they really did try and add some variety into what you are doing in this game. Even though the premise is still kind of the same, the objectives of the mission are kind of completely different at the same time. So with this, we're going to have to see how far we need to bring the van in so that it still reaches that tower. Might need to blow this wall out. Again, super helpful to have fully upgraded bombs. These bombs are absolutely fantastic. I love them. Not really, okay. There we go. Let's get this stuff out of the way here. Use our leaf blower. So So far, so good, I think. I know I haven't saved because I wasn't really sure if I was doing anything right. I'm gonna pull this van into the mall just to make sure that it does still get a signal, and then if we can hook up like 3 towers, I think, then I will, I'll save. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just save now. I can't imagine that I screwed anything up super bad. But like I said, this tower I'm not worried about. That we can move as long. The biggest thing with that one is we just have to make sure we aren't losing the wired connection. So okay. So you can see with this, we do not have a clean line of sight to either box, but that's fine. We can do that quite easily. Hoping that with this it's not going to be too close to our van. Ooh, actually that might break. Wow, we came in like just under the wire somehow. That's nice. But you can see though, it still is not reacting to Now I wonder if we shoot a little bit above, or if we shoot a little bit underneath and it's still kind of just hanging on by a thread up at the top, we can get a connection. The van still doesn't seem to want to pick that up though. Yeah, I guess you can't really see it from here still, can you? Still doesn't see that, eh? Okay, I've wasted a lot of materials already, but I might just need to move this up. Because I don't know. You can see the hole, just can't see the... Okay, so where is that one shooting? We can see that one perfectly fine, but we still can't seem to see this one. I can see it from here, but it's not enough. Okay, so that one's picking up now. So I want to just level this whole entrance then. I think. This one's really cool because you are heavily reliant on destruction here. You're going to have to take out quite a bit. So we have those 2 towers done. Not to say that this is the perfect solution at this point, because we're probably far from it, but we do have 2 towers hooked up there. The third one we should be able to easily just kind of drop in the doorway. That's more so an issue of just moving it over. But we do need to see. Now I don't know how far, like if we're able to see it from the van, I would imagine it can sync up, but I'm not 100% sure. Because we know with this one, okay. This one is like right up at the top, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna need a clear hole, like all the way down through here. I think it's like right here, right? Same 2 meters below. Just want to get a sense of where this actually is. Okay, so it's right here. Okay. So I don't want to use bombs. Actually, we could use a bomb on this far wall. Gotta figure out how to do this and get out of here, though. Good luck. Okay. better than I was expecting. Gonna just need to make sure that this whole place doesn't go down in flames. Okay, so I see the van already. Let's see if we can't get a nice size hole. Just get a quick save because we're right underneath here. I don't want to blow this off the wall. That's the only reserve I have. Okay, that kind of sucks. I'm gonna go back up here. Maybe we can rocket launcher it instead. Where was that? Right there. Let's see if I can just jump and stick it. Okay, that did really well. Now let's go back to the van and see what we can see. I don't even know where I'm looking. Okay, actually I did see the hole. We need to take out this set of stairs, I think. Let's try that. Okay, I didn't think that was going to be enough, and that's fine because it's not. Hear another fire though, so just make sure we tend to this before it gets too crazy. I don't know where it is. Okay. Somehow the glass was on fire. Okay. So that's where our hole is, yeah? Let's take this out. Just quick save, because... So I might need to somehow strip a little bit more of the wall off the back here. If I shoot it, I'm pretty sure it's going to fall, but I'm going to try. It's going to fall. Okay, so that's not going to work. But that's fine. I may need to expose, maybe even with a gun or something, just on the side. But we can see the van from here, so we got to just continue opening this up. So let's do that. Okay, take these stairs out then. See what this looks like for us now. Okay. So, we may need to pump this off. But I think the biggest issue is just the wall itself. I just don't know how much more we can expose without dislodging. We'll have to go back to the van and see why it doesn't, why I can't see it. It might just be too far, honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah. That one's gonna be tough. Shouldn't be tough. But I think just trying to get it. Can we pull it off the wall? Oh. Because if we can pull it off the wall and just have it hang, that would be free and clear. If we can pull it off the wall. I'm not sure if we can. But that would make it a lot easier. Let's quick save. I can't actually reach this yet. Use some planks just so we can get up here because I don't know if there's any stairs still. Whoop. can see that we really don't have a whole lot to work with. I'm gonna have to see. Box. I'm gonna have to see. If we can. We can't pull it off the wall. The box again. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Like, how exposed is this one? Because we know it's shot at from behind. Oh, it's like, oh, it's gotta see the top part. Okay. So maybe if we just clear, okay. I thought it just had to see a part of the box, but it looks like it actually needs to beam to the top of the antenna. And maybe it says it somewhere in the description, but I see now. No. Okay. So it needs to see the top. We see the top, but we don't see the van. Yes. Perfect. Okay. That makes the world of difference. So just like that, we are shooting 3. Now, again, I'm not concerned about this container. We can move it with the crane, but we do need to make sure now that, where is this last one? It's at the bottom. Actually, I don't know if it's at the bottom, but it's 5 meters above us now. But it looks like with the van here, where is this? Let's just work backwards. Where is this thing? Right there. We know that we need to hit the top. So I'm gonna just quick plank on top here. Do another one here. Okay. So we need to get right about here. Can we see the van? Let's actually see how much we can see from the van. This should work fine, I'm thinking. We're gonna need to put out a fire though, for sure. Not a problem. Okay, let's see what we can see. We're gonna need to take that tree out of the way. Probably need to take all of this. Again, if you have upgraded bombs on this, and you have as many as you can possibly have, so fully upgraded bombs, makes the mission way easier. So we can get a save here and make sure we can extinguish these flames. Awesome. Okay. Let's take this tree out right now while we can. I don't want to keep using bombs or anything, so get that out of there. Get this out of here. Okay, just use the blowtorch. Okay, gone. So, what can't we see? I see the red light. Is that where it is? We'll have to see. Wow. I think that's where it is. Yeah, I think we gotta take all this out, which is easy enough. I don't know where I saved. Okay. So I just need to take the trees out then, and the sign. Okay, before we get there, let's try and line this up then. So it is what? Just on the other side of this wall, I think. Oh yeah, it very literally is. Okay. So, let's see if we can do that. Okay. I don't see why at this point it wouldn't be able to see the top, but I can still use a shotgun. Where's this burning? Up top. Okay. So we should be able to just use that. Again, I just want this kind of free and clear. Worried about using a bunch of shotgun stuff because really we shouldn't really need this and this map for any more than what we're using. Okay. That looks good to me. But we know we need to take out this tree. So again, we can pretty easily. Boom. Okay, we didn't even need to take the sign out. Okay, so let's quick save because now we need probably need to take this out, this whole front entrance, and have this just completely open. Imagine. We gotta be careful not to damage our van though. I don't know if this is gonna, like, we need to basically drop it about here and then it's probably fine actually. So let's try that. Biggest thing is going to be getting this steady, but again though, with us having it quick saved, it shouldn't really be that big of a problem. We'll have a lot of different opportunities to try this. Okay, what do I need to do? Raise it a bit, extend this a bit. I want to get it more in like the middle, so we can hook it a little cleaner here. Extending the arm, hook it up. That's swaying so bad. Okay. We might be okay still. I'm just gonna... Is it... Oh. When did that fall off? That's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, how do we need to do this here? I'm going to try and park this inside this container. Because then, when we pick it up, it has actually quite a long wire. But I just don't want to... As long as this isn't super tight, it shouldn't really be that much of a problem. We're gonna have an issue. This thing's probably gonna hang. But, again, as long as we don't break the connection, we just need it to come off the ground enough that we can move it. I'm not really too concerned otherwise. That should be more than enough. Let's lift these legs. Okay. I actually want to just... make sure that we don't hit things on our way. So it'll be easier if we just drive with it kind of straight on. Let's quick save this. Okay. Yeah, we gotta be careful. really shouldn't be an issue. As long as we can get this there. It's going to be slow. We're really lucky that this has a lot of slack, because it can just kind of dangle inside here. And even if it falls out, it's not like it's falling from that great of a height, so it shouldn't snap the wire. I just don't want to damage too much. I don't want to damage this container too much that we probably should have taken this billboard out. Let's do that really quickly. It might be a little too late, but quick save just in case. Almost had it just right there. Looks like I lost a connection with one of them though. Is there one that we're missing? Oh, because I'm blocking that other tower now. Okay. Okay. I want to make sure. Actually. Not sure why the van can't see that other one. I gotta check that now. Not really sure what happened with that. That might hurt the van. Okay. So we got that one again. Find this fire before that sinks us. Where's that? I hear it. I think that's the roof. Okay, easy enough. And now with this one, we should be able to just drop it, and then we can kind of manipulate it on our own here. You can see it almost connected there anyways, so should be able to just pull this out and have it connect to the van. There we go. Boom. All targets clear, just a quick escape now. Back to the van. Super cool mission. Ooh, I liked that. It was all about angles in this one. Where's our van? Okay. Yeah, it was a very cool mission. One that we have not done. A style that we have not done in Teardown. So, super cool. Again, that one was almost a puzzler, but you got to be a lot more destructive than is encouraged in a lot of other missions. So, this one, instead of trying to come up with, you know, the perfect elevation scales and trying to speed run through the objectives and whatever, it very much was just kind of clear a path through a bunch of stuff. So we did a lot of damage in that mall. That was a lot of fun. I like that one. I think with this, a high score of 5, I think we will get a new rank. We do. Oh, we get a score of 170. We're still guru, so that's fine. You can see it looks like we're in our office here, and all of our Christmas decorations. I don't know if that's from the mall or if this was always decorated. Again, we just don't ever seem to spend a whole lot of time in here, so I'm not really sure what the point of it is. It'd be nice if these presents gave us some cash. That'd be super sweet, be able to complete these upgrades here. But again, another mission, another episode complete, all objectives, Teardown. Hopefully you guys were able to learn something in this setup here. Again, this one wasn't really overly complicated, but super sweet to be able to kind of check it off the list. Again, plugging towards the end of the Teardown campaign. Not sure how much more is actually involved in this, but we're going to keep chugging through. Hope to see you guys back in the next episode. If you liked what you saw, please give this video a like, drop any questions or comments in the comment section as always, and subscribe to Friendly Frenzy Games, the YouTube channel. We've got a lot of gaming content on there already, obviously much more to come, doing daily drops as often as we possibly can. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody.